Well, today we're seeing the launch of Refugee Week 2009, and this year we've chosen the theme of home, and that very much ties into the Scottish Government's own year of homecoming. And the reason we've done that is that Refugee Week every year celebrates the contribution that refugees make to Scotland, building new lives here through the medium of culture and art, and in a sense allowing Scots to understand more about these new Scots amongst us. And one of the big issues about refugees, and a lot of the work we do, is it's all about people who are fleeing war and persecution from all over the world, who are seeking new, safe homes to live in. And for those people that have picked Scotland, we thought this was a very good opportunity to share that concept of home and what does it mean for people who've lived here all their lives, or for people who have just newly arrived who are seeking to build a new home here. And we were really pleased that one of our young refugees, Fuad Wasami, invited Fiona Hyslop, the Education Secretary, to share experiences with her and get her thoughts and experiences about what home means to them. Fiona brought Fuad a cake that she had baked, because cakes and baking are elements of a home for her. And Fuad gave her a mug from Strathclyde University, because this is the institution where he's studying mechanical engineering. He was Young Apprentice of the Year for mechanical engineering this year in Glasgow, and this is a very, very important place for him, because it's about him being able to get an education and start to build his life. So this was a very important venue for him, and we're delighted that we were able to help facilitate that.
Well, I'm here at the University of Strathclyde, helping launch the Scottish Refugee Week, which will take place late in June, and I'm here meeting Fuad Wasami, who is one of the celebrated, I think, young Scots who is a refugee, who has made his life here. And we've been meeting, we've had a homecoming event where we've exchanged different experiences of living in Scotland and what home means to us. And I think recognising his abilities, and certainly I was congratulating him on becoming the Trades House's Modern Apprentice of the Year this year, and I was also hearing about how he's run for Scotland as well. So I'm delighted to be able to be here to mark the importance that refugees have to Scotland in building the Scotland that we have just now, and contributing to the life of Scotland. And certainly in here at University of Strathclyde, Fuad's story about how he's working as an apprentice as part of the mechanical engineering department, I think it shows you the success stories that this young man has brought to Scotland, and other refugees can bring in contributing to the life of Scotland. Well, home for me means my young family, and indeed we were exchanging stories about running and also football, and I think also I brought my contribution, my present to Fuad was a cake, and I think that's part of celebrating and enjoying life at home. Is everybody likes a bit of cake, so certainly home for me is the time I can spend. It's limited because I'm a government minister, but I have enjoyable time with my family, and as an education minister, being able to see the fantastic schooling that takes place in this country firsthand from the experience of my youngsters, I think is enjoyable. And also I'm very interested in seeing the opportunities here at University of Strathclyde, because obviously as University Minister and also I'm responsible for employability, seeing the role that universities and colleges can play in helping and support asylum seekers and indeed refugees, I think it's very important. And I was delighted to hear the testimony that Fuad gave to Annisland College, who I think have been very welcoming to a number of young people, and I think certainly the talent and ability that we have in our youngsters that come to Scotland fleeing from very difficult situations in many cases, and the contribution that it can bring to Scotland, and I think is something we should celebrate. And so I think the homecoming event is a fantastic opportunity for the Scottish Refugee Council to showcase what refugees can bring to Scotland, but recognising that at the end of the day, the contributions that we can all make to the better life of Scotland. It doesn't matter where you've come from. What matters is what you can do for your community and for your country. And I think Fuad has showcased what young refugees can do for Scotland.
I feel home in here Scotland generally. Home is the place where you learn and study, get involved with the community, have fun, sport, get involved in sports activities, chat with the community, make friends. It's been really great because making friends, locally, Scottish students, who are really very supportive. It's been really wonderful. I cannot, imagine how grateful I'm for this community. I'm big football fan of Barting Thistle football team because they're my local team. I live in Maryhill, so they're my local team. So I'm one of their fans. That was the occasion I was running for Glasgow, and we went there into Edinburgh, and it was really good. There were lots of good guys running and competing against us, but it was good, to see the other parts of the country, people from different cities like Dundee and Blackwatch, and it was really good, meeting with the other people, and it was fantastic. I like the Scottish accent in Glasgow, and yes, I've studied and learned English, and at the same time I respect and I love the accent, Glasgow and Scottish accent. I do speak that accent when I'm not, when I'm at the college or at the university, so smashing.